All right, you guys. Whoa. Welcome to 1 Million Cups Chico. My name is Wendy Porter. I'm the managing director of Chico Start, our local incubator. 1 Million Cups, we celebrate this event, or we put on this event every week, every 9 o'clock, every Wednesday morning. And this is a Kauffman Foundation franchised event, so it happens in 165 cities across the nation every Wednesday. So we're happy to be a part of this. 1 Million Cups is a way for us to come together as a community and celebrate emerging startups, give each other support. So this is not Shark Tank. This is, let's see what kind of ideas are bubbling up in our community, and let's give support and encouragement and ideas to make forward progress for those startups. It takes a 1 million cups of coffee to do that, so that's hence the name of the event. And no, you don't have to drink 1 million cups. And we could not do this without all of our organizers, our volunteers, our sponsors. So this is a volunteer event. It is not owned by any one organization. So Chico Start is a sponsor. Danny Schwartz Consulting is a sponsor. Chico Chamber of Commerce is a sponsor. Garden Cafe and Jen, who lets us use this wonderful space, is also a sponsor. And Kent Hastings, who does our audio video, is also a sponsor. Then we have a myriad of volunteers who put the event together, do coaching for new presentations. So this is free, it's open to the public. We encourage you to bring your friends. And if you hear anybody talking about, I have an idea, get them in touch with us and we can help get them on the schedule to come and present and get that idea happening. Today we have a special presenter for the 6-minute pitch, and it's our very own volunteer and Chico Start operations manager, Tim Sharkey, and we are happy to hear his latest idea and startup craze.
Thank you very much. So I was asked to do a presentation on one of my crazy ideas, but this was the last one I had talked about, so this is the one I went with. My name is Tim Sharkey, and I like to go out, and I hate to carry a wallet with me, so I carry a phone. The phone has all my ID in it. 3 cards, credit card, ID, ATM card. But I always forget to put it back in my pocket. So then when I get home, I just think it's in my phone. I go out the next time, laundry's in there, my card's in the laundry. I can't pay for gas, I can't pay for the groceries, everyone's waiting in line, I don't know what the hell is going on. So I said there has to be a better solution. So I went and looked at different phone cases and I said, hey, does anyone have a card alarm or something that I could just buy and take care of this problem real easy? And nobody had it. So I came up with my card alarm. And that's the problem. You're out shopping, you go to pay with the credit card, it's missing, and where did you leave it? And that guy is not happy. I was like, man. So the solution was NFC. Most smartphones have NFC on it, and the solution is Near Field Communication. And you'll see this little emblem on the top of your phone. You can turn it on or off. Newer credit cards have this technology. It's not widely used as much as everyone thought it was going to be used, because it does put out a frequency, and you can capture other people's information if you're not careful. So now that's when they came up with the chip. But I hear the chip is going to be going out soon, so I don't like it. But the Near Field Communication set of communication protocols enables electronic 2 devices, one of which is portable device, your smartphone, to an established communication by just bringing them together within 4 centimeters. So with a phone case, 3 credit cards, you're within the 4 centimeter range. And there are already stickers out. They're less than 1 inch by inch. They can handle multiple streams of data. They can write, rewrite, they can be locked. And they are very, very cheap. Compared to a tile, these are about 25 cents to 50 cents each. And then the phone case wallet. So I have one that carries 3. There's lots of these on the market. You can probably even get one with just the peel and stick, which I think this is. You can just slide your cards in them as well. But it has to be on the back of the phone where the reader is. So it is limited to what it can be used on. And besides, you have to have your phone give you a warning. So if you take your card out, you use it, the phone app has a timer on it, and it's going to go off within 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and it'll start vibrating in your hand. So you have security by letting you know that your card is not returned to its proper place. If you do happen to walk away without the card, it takes a geolocation tag, sends it in there, and sends you a text as well. And you have a secondary person which you can send it to, so they also know, so your wife knows, as well as more kids are having phones and cell phones. My son has an ATM card. I give him gift cards. If he had a wallet like this, he didn't have to carry more than 2 things. He always has this in his hand.
Not let that go.
So if he doesn't put the card back into it, it's going to start vibrating. It's going to send a text, and I can set myself up as a secondary person and say, hey, my ATM card's not in that wallet. You need to go find it. So that also helps. And then if he can't find it, or I can't find my card, you can have automatic card cancellation through the app. Just send it, and it cancels the card for you. So you can have any kind of type of card that you want, as long as there's 3. Health card, your loyalty card, your credit card, your student cards, your employee cards. And then, like I was saying, it's going to send you a message about the card, where it was last used, what's going on. You can see how many times you put it in and out. You can keep track of those items. And then, also to get into it, since you have your credit card information in here, it's safe and secure. You can do fingerprint, the iris retina, you can do encrypted. And you can also remotely get into different things online and see what cards are on there. So, I was looking at how many people in the United States there are. So, the US population is 327 million. There are 313 million cell phone owners in the United States. That's 96% of the population has a cell phone right now. Of those, I think it was 79% were smartphones, and it's going to increase over the next 2 years. Now, credit cards alone are 453 million credit cards out there. So that is just a ton of people, a ton of cards, a ton of things to tag and keep track of. So if we have only 2% of the market across the United States alone of just the credit card users, that's 9.6 million users, and I charge, the price point I want to do is $10 for a 5-pack. You can download the app for free. And if we would do that, that's $96 million in revenue with only 2% of the market selling stickers. So my ask is I need help with app development, coding the stickers, working with banking licensing to make sure that we can work with the different banks to cancel the credit cards properly, and then also national rollout, how to contact different vendors, phone vendors, white label different products, and just getting it out there on that kind of a scale. So thank you very much. That's my idea. MCA, my card alarm.
5 minutes and 30 seconds. So we have 20 minutes of Q&A from the audience.
Yes. No. Bluetooth has to work with a power source. NFC can work without a power source. It kind of generates its own. It has an antenna, if you look here. It has this little wrapped coil around it, and it creates its own power and its own megahertz. So you can have different frequencies on the little sticker itself. Some have short range, and some have larger range, and that depends on how big the actual sticker is and how much of the coil goes around it.
It's like a wireless charger. It uses a magnetic field to create charge.
Yes.
So what if you leave your card, like at a bar,
Yes.
when you have your tab open, so you're away from the thing, so there has to be some kind of feature that you can just turn it off for now?
I thought about that because I've left my cards in different cities as well, trying to get gas on the way home, because that was very awkward. Can I borrow $10 outside of a gas station? Well, it's going to send you a message, but what you can do is, we talked about this, just putting, bar mode, restaurant mode, so they know that's away from you for a certain amount of time. So with that, we could probably put in some sort of geofence around yourself. So if you go outside of that geofence, then the alarm will go off for you.
Google Pay and Apple Pay.
Correct.
What is the percentage of people using that and that kind of eliminates this whole
Yeah, good question.
idea,
Good
right?
that.
Well, there's a lot more items besides just credit cards. I mean, you have your health card, you have your ID that doesn't get tracked. So even if your ID alone, you losing that, that's way more of a hassle than anything because you can't go to the bank, you can't rent a car, you can't do a lot of things without your identification card. So even with just that alone for $10 to keep track of your driver's license, there's still other items that you can do with this technology. So these stickers we can sell in larger batches, and you can stick them to just about anything in your house. So you can also have a home inventory system. You can go around, put the stickers on different items. You can go to your computer, log what they are. You can log your purchase date, your warranty times, different items. You can just walk up to your TV, like, oh, I still got 2 months on my warranty. Find out where you bought it, and even probably take you to a copy of the receipt for you. So there's lots of different options, especially with emergency preparedness. Everyone having to leave, they don't have inventory of all their materials, what's in the house. If you had this backed up, you would have just database online saved in the cloud. You can also put it on bikes, your luggage. There are just tons of different uses around the house and just everyday life with these stickers.
I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but how large are they? Are they very intrusive at all? Or?
They come in different sizes and thicknesses. These are a little bit less than 1 inch by inch.
Okay.
So they'll fit on the back of the card.
Anybody put some cards in them, will have that security tag.
Yeah, just like that. Okay.
Super tiny.
And they're probably gonna get smaller as things progress. Yes.
How does the pricing work?
The pricing, they cost anywhere from 25 cents to 50 cents. You buy 20,000 at a time. You can get, I can get my own logo printed right on the stickers as well.
I'm sorry, who are you selling it to and at what price are you selling it?
I want to sell 5 for $10.
Okay.
So at
And the app is
$1.25.
The app is free, and then you have
The
a
app is
national
free.
rollout. You said you want to go through cell phones. How come cell phone carriers? Is there other?
Well, maybe not cell phones alone, probably through the banks as well. Try to work licensing agreements with just different banks. Wells Fargo, Bank of America.
So who's your target demographic?
Anyone has an ID or credit card.
Okay.
Any kind of, just want to keep track of your cards on you.
Is it gonna interfere with credit cards? Like, you know, sometimes when you place like.
Oh, and you slide the chip?
Things, yeah.
It shouldn't. We'll have to test that. That's a good question. That's why I went with the thinnest one that I could possibly find.
So,
Oh, Tom.
So I gotta look at you, so you're actually putting it on the credit card,
Correct.
not in the phone.
No.
And then does it slide, you know how credit card gets slided?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Does it slide okay?
I have not tried it. You can get them in different materials, either PVC or metal lined. So I'm sure the metal ones will be a little bit more smoother and won't peel up as much. And the manufacturer is out of China, and they are open to help you with create. You can enhance the stickers because they have some that are made for water, some are for high temperature. They are made for different environments. So try to find the right one. Yes, sir.
When you say license, you want to license this technology to a bank?
I would like to have, yes, I'd like to license it to banks, just different institutions. I'd like to have the company myself, roll out different items, but if they'd like to have their feature, like if you get our cards and our stuff, we'll give you free stickers to keep track of your items, you know, powered by MCA.
well, eventually that tap could just be embedded into the card, right? You could work with it.
Well, they do have NFCs, but there isn't an app. So even developing the app early on and getting it synced, if you have an NFC card, you could just tap that card on the phone itself and it goes into the app. So when you use it, it still has a timer to let you know that it needs to go back in your wallet.
Would you be the first in that space? There's no one currently doing this?
No, not that I can find.
No.
Yeah,
Not that I could find in my whole 48 hours of putting this together.
Well, hey, man,
Yes.
Have you trademarked your idea?
I have not, so this is my first public appearance, so.
I wouldn't be talking about it if you don't have that trademark on it. That's,
I got lots of
something that
ideas.
you need to do straight away.
All of this is just open technology. There's nothing special really about it. It's just putting the different concepts together.
Whoever gets
So
the
I don't know if you can,
It's execution, baby.
yes, first to market. Yes,
So, I mean, this is kind of piggybacking on Eric's question. This is new technology, this sticker-based tracking. So I'm sure a lot of people are having great ideas. So you didn't, when you were looking in your 48 hours for competitors, what were you searching on?
I looked at all the different practical uses for the stickers.
Ah, okay.
So there's different companies, there's different NFC laboratories, you might say. They come up with different uses, and there are lots of different flow charts. I try to keep it short for the presentation on time.
Yeah, I think focusing on the app itself, web app, mobile app, whatever it is, and not the specific technology, because the technology is going to change quickly. Like, we're not going to be using credit cards anymore.
See, and phones change, so I didn't want to
Yeah.
have to. It's more going to the different phone case companies and offering it as a secondary. Oh, would you like to upsell and get these stickers with the phone? We'll give you the app for free. Or they can throw it in, buy our phone, and we'll throw in 5 stickers.
The app
So
is
there's
the-
still-
The app is where the money is. I wouldn't throw in I wouldn't sell the stickers and give the app for free.
Yeah, the stickers are
I mean,
free. That's
the
smart.
potential for the app is that you can start potentially making a revenue
Yes.
by charging a monthly rate or by charging other apps to access the app.
Exactly.
So.
Because you
I
have
would
that
focus-
many users.
I focus on the sticker being a minimal part of this business model because, as Wendy just said, technology is going to change, right?
Mhm.
So, like, how we're searching and how we're using is already changing, right? Like, people are already stopping bringing their credit cards. I mean, maybe not in Chico, but like when you go to San Francisco or LA, there's no need for it. You use your phone everywhere you go. So focusing, I think, the app piece, and maybe just like someone over there was kind of getting at is having them, the value, I think, would have it embedded in a credit card itself, like a chip, because a sticker, you can rub off, it can fade, there are so many outside variables, that like getting that technology embedded on a card and then selling the app
technology.
itself. The technology, I think, is where we would get the best bang for your buck.
Well, that's true. However, if you weren't just focusing on credit cards, you weren't just focusing on
That's true.
the advantage of the sticker, to your point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
if you want to focus on credit cards, I don't know why you did Wells Fargo with Gold Dot Banks right there.
Because they're not national banks.
Well, I hear you, but you're not going to get into Wells Fargo, so you probably get.
Yet.
I bet you can get a meeting with Mark Francis, but I don't know that you get a meeting with Brian Moynihan at Bank of America, right?
Yeah.
So, and there are there's so many small to medium-sized banks like this who are hungry for technology, who don't have it, couldn't afford it, and they spend 50 cents a month per the customer on your app and give this as a giveaway for every account.
That's where I was thinking. The licensing was more, the app and the licensing was way more
Well, they're not going to
lucrative than just selling the
because if they license it and they do it, right, and you're not just a third party, now they have a compliance issue and they're much more responsible. So you wouldn't want to stand as more of a third party. If I'm managing a bank, you're a great third party partner that I can give as a gift.
See, and this is the bank stuff. I don't know what can happen between banks. I don't know what the regulations were. I don't know if you can stick stuff on a card.
Well, you can, right? I mean, I can put anything I want on my card. It becomes mine after a while. As long as the bank is the one doing it.
Mhm.
That's what, then it becomes a compliance issue for them. It changes the game. You're a
Gotcha.
third party.
Third party
Yeah,
aftermarket.
they're giving their customer, hey, we bought this as a gift to you. It's a different story than this is part of who we are and it's part of our deal.
I like
But
that.
the reality of it is whether it's my credit cards, I'm more interested personally, right? Which doesn't mean anything. You got a concept message with a bunch of people, right? I'm much more interested in all the other things that I can put a sticker on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This was just the first part. So when I started seeing it, I just had to stick to the main idea, get it out there. But then that's where behind this you start having more product lines, different uses, different
That's what makes
apps.
this idea sticky is no pun intended. It was. Yes, if I have, because I use things all the time, something of value, and it's kind of like putting microchip my dog. I don't lose my dog, right? So this just makes it super easy instead of you having to go to the vet. It's the same principle.
Exactly.
Right. So there's a lot of different things of value that like throw a sticker on it.
Oh yeah,
But you mentioned that 4 centimeter.
4 centimeter tolerance, yes.
So if we stuck it on anything we wanted to like track, it's going to be a lot farther than 4 centimeters. So
Correct. Well, there are different ones that have further.
you can geoposition it and say it should be in this.
There's another
radius, and
company
if it
that-
never leaves it, let me know.
There was a company that was doing luggage tracking. So if it's able to track your luggage through an airport and find out where it is there using an NFC, I'm sure you can have other items that you can keep track of.
Can you track it globally as far as you know? I mean, it's like you get a little.
It looked like it. Like I said, 48 hours of jumping into this. There's a lot out there that I haven't seen or played with. I would just like to
You
get.
could do that if you wanted to. I mean, Tile
Yes.
does that.
Maybe put it on like,
Okay, yeah.
for like your kids' bikes or vehicles, you know, as a parent thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love to know where my son is during the day when I'm at work and he's on his bike.
You gotta hide that sticker, it's gonna get peeled.
I mean, yeah, but I mean.
Well, that's where you have secondary product lines because you can get GPS tracking like tiles and other items, and they're a lot smaller. They cost a lot more, but you can track your bike, track where the kid is. But then again, you can do that with this phone. I mean,
Not when you have 14-year-old hackers that know how to turn all that off.
to a certain extent, you put rules and
No, my daughter
regulations.
hates computers and her phone. She knows how to stop the sharing and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not phone.
So there were,
We've got one question.
oh,
So on the 3 steps, if you were to misplace the card, the last one was it would basically at any point is it lock the actual card. So sometimes you use it, say the card is fine.
it can do that, and that's part of the thing. It's gonna send you an alarm. If you do not pick it up within a certain amount of time, then it's gonna keep track of that last location it was. You can cancel it, but that's a good point about just locking it. And I don't know if the bank has a lock feature compared to,
Commercial store. Well, then you.
instead of just canceling.
Locking the
Yeah.
card. If you're walking out of the bar and somebody else picks up the card, it's locked.
You would have to integrate with the bank software.
Which then I think probably goes into the compliance issue,
Yeah.
potentially.
It's more in debit cards, my ATM and my Wells Fargo, like the Bank of America, Wells Fargo, I can do that with my ATM and debit card, but with my credit card, it's only option actually to replace it or it's stolen, which would be nice if I could just unlock my credit card instead of having it, so I have that. Not even losing speaking, hacking accounts and things like that, or unsecured.
And that would be working with the different developers on the cards and the companies that are allowing it to find out how we could tap into that the same code or however they do it. But it's just an online thing where you put the card and put a timer on it.
So we have basically a find me. I mean, just like my phone was find we have a find me for any item.
What's that now?
You have a find me for any item. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
can find any item now at this point. Whether it's
Correct.
a bike or a credit card or
Can I step up there?
Yeah, but it's big, thick, chunky tiles.
It has to be. It has to be. Like the range on the NFC is 4 to 8 inches. So like the way Tile works is using Bluetooth, low energy, and it's able, the more people out there with Tile apps, that's how the Tile is able to communicate and
They
be
bounce off
tracked.
everybody.
This, I'm not sure it would work in that capacity, just because the NFC, for it to be so small, these are like stickers, like that's how small they are. Yeah, they have to, the range is very limited,
when you say it's limited, what does that mean?
like 10 inches, 12 inches. I mean, like when you go to a store and you have the tags that, when you go up, those big things are giant coils, and they're generating a massive field to be able to get those things to ping back. Like, yeah.
And that's where I wanted something that didn't have to use energy. You didn't have to worry about putting something on your car that had to be battery powered.
Right.
So I'm a little.
or in your purse, or a battery powered. There was a battery powered wallet. If you didn't slide the card back into the slot and hit some sensor, then the wallet would start vibrating or something, but it was discontinued.
So you actually can't locate something. You can just know when something is lost.
Correct. With this particular sticker. There are other stickers that the company makes that they say you can track different items and luggage. But I have not researched that. Yeah, they are thicker and they're bigger. They're more like credit card size. That you put your name and stuff, and it's
All right,
like a
we have
luggage
time-
tag.
We have time for one more question.
I just want to confirm, so you're depending on the cell phone to have the reader technology?
Correct. The cell phone will have the NFC.
So you're nothing you're selling it.
So just buying a sticker, repackaging it, selling it, and creating the app. The app was the largest part.
Anyone else?
Well, thank you guys. Thank you very much. I love all the feedback.
Thank you, Tim. So we did have a cancellation today. So Tim has been thinking about this, but came up with this idea in the last 2 days. So pretty cool, really nice presentation. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for coming. Please bring a friend next week. Do we know who's presenting next week?
We had a presenter today backed out.
Oh,
We're
Daniel?
currently in the middle of shuffle.
Okay, so check social media. We'll give updates that way. And
Meetup, if you're on Meetup, we also do Meetup,
Meetup,
Twitter.
Facebook, it's all there. So please invite friends for next week. And thanks to our sponsors, Garden Villa Cafe, Chico Star, Dan Schwartz Consulting.
I know. It's a
And all of our volunteers. And,
Maybe I don't use that phone number though. Or like the last, maybe use the last, like, just part of that phone number.
Jeez. Well, thanks everybody for coming to 1 Million Cups Chico. We hope to see you next week.